Alright guys, doing another hired request today. This is a song that I would not know had it been for it being specially requested here for a hired request. It's a song called Cinderella by an Irish band in the 70s called Billy to the Freshman. And it has a nice piano part that goes along with it. I'll have a link somewhere in the description or something where you can, or a way to look it up so you can hear it on YouTube. But here it is. And the singing starts here. So again, it's called Cinderella, and it's by Billy Brown to the Freshman, an Irish group in the 70s. So that's where we're getting this from. The song's about almost 5 minutes long, so we'll be doing the whole thing here. So let's get started with part one here. Of course, the best way to contact me is on Facebook. My name on Facebook is webpianoteacher.com. Which is also my website, where you can get the rest of this song. I'll give you the free part one, and then I have all my other parts to the songs that I have on YouTube are on my website, webpianoteacher.com. If you remember, I'll be approaching 2,000 videos pretty soon, which is pretty cool. So also I'm on Twitter. WebPianoTeacher is my name there. Let's get started here with this. We'll start with the right hand here. We have lots of octaves. So G above middle C, and the G above that is your octave. Then you play it again. Then you go up an octave to A octave, and back down to G octave, and then F octave again, and then up to G octave, back down to F octave, down to E octave. Alright, rhythm is bum, 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 bum. Now on the left hand, have a bum, bum, bum rhythm there. So it's going to be low C down here. Here's middle C, so we're all the way down here. And then up to the next G. And up to a middle B flat. So you got to really go make a voyage there to get up to that B flat. Alright, and then here's the next chord, next measure. F, C, F. Ba, ba, bum. So that's the octave and fifth that we always use. Alright? And here we have F, C, A flat. Bit of a stretch. But you don't have to stretch it, okay? If your hand's not long or big enough to do it, just move. The pedal will hold it and connect it for you, the damper pedal. Okay, so F, C, A flat, that makes an F minor chord. Then we go back to C, G, C here. So back to low, C, G, C. And you just line it up, of course, whenever you know, they line up on top of each other. You play them together. So let's go all the way to this point here from the beginning. Ready, and go. And 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and. Alright, so here's the next part. Here's our new starting place. Alright, we're going to have an A minor here, E above middle C, then an A, then a C, then an E. We're going to arpeggiate that upward. Remember when you do an arpeggio like that, arpeggiated chord, you want the downbeat to be on the last note. 1. So you actually start the roll before the beat, and you line up that top note, the last one, with the downbeat of the left hand. Alright, so 1, and then D, C. Okay, then we have another chord, but he didn't roll it this time, whoever the piano player is. E, G, C, E, just played straight. Alright, C chord for you there, and then D, C. Remember, if you ever have trouble with 4-note chords, leave the bottom one off if you have to, and you still have the same chord, still should get a satisfying sound. Next one, we go back to the A minor type of chord. The left hand is going to be on an F, so that makes it an F major 7, but the notes are the same for the right hand. right here, E, A, C, E, and then D, C, and a little bit more here, E, G, E, octave and a third there, and then we have D, F, D, which is also an octave and a third. Okay, and then here's the measure where the singing starts. 1. I'm one happy piano player, but he sings an octave lower. I can't sing that low, so I can't try to attempt to sing this. Looking at the right hand starting here, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and there's a little bit of retardando there, a little bit gradual slowing down. So you might want to do that for expression wise. So let's look at the left hand here. On A, here's middle C, so we're below this C on this A, and we're stretching out. We're going A, E, so it's an octave and a fifth, but ba, 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 see? E, A, E. We're going to do the same kind of pattern here. Music is full of patterns. Recognize the patterns. All right, when you see one, G, E, G, E, so G, E, G, E. And then here, same kind of pattern, different notes though. F, C, A, C. So there's one of those big stretches where you have the 10th. And then here we have G, D, G. Or this is different, okay? This one goes G, D, G, D. He doesn't go up to the thumb, it just goes G, D, and then back to the same G, and then up to D. So G, D, G, D, right there, okay? Alright, put hands together and line them up, and you'll see the first, everything plays together. There's no gaps in the rhythm or anything, so rhythmically it's not a big deal to put your hands together because of all the symmetry. Okay, so starting right here and go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and here's the part where the melody where the vocal starts. I'm one finger piano player. Okay, so let's start right here. This is it's good to divide up what you're working on. Think of music in sections. Don't think of it as one long thing from beginning to end. Have, this is the first section. Here's the second section. Here's the third, where the vocal line starts. Okay, practice in sections like that. So. This type of singing is difficult to do a little bit when you're playing the piano because it's kind of that Willie Nelson, who's the other guy I'm thinking of, Johnny Cash type of singing, where he kind of just lets the words roll out. He kind of talks, so there's really no rhythm sometimes to the words, and that's kind of hard when you're playing an instrument because the instrument does have to be in rhythm all the time, right? But the lyric doesn't, because it can just free flow on top of everything. So sometimes you have to really work at that as a singer if you're trying to play this and sing it. Okay, I'm not saying it's never rhythmic. Of course the melody line is rhythmic, but there are times when it's just talking. When the lyric is more important than trying to fit something in a measure. So they want to get those lyrics in, and so they'll just kind of talk them out on pitch, and it'll prove a little bit difficult for you if you haven't done that before. But all right, now this is not really difficult rhythmically because it keeps moving. There's always something playing in the left or right. Okay, most of the time when people mess up rhythms, they don't hold a note out long enough. But there's nothing here to mess you up there. You just have bump, 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 bump. See, one hand is playing, play together, left, left, right, or together, together, together. And you end up with eighth notes there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you have C chord on the right, C, E, G, C. And then middle C again, after you play some left hand. And then you'll have a left hand thing here. And then the right hand comes in with E, D, B flat. Okay, don't play it too loudly, it's just to fill in. Okay? Left hand goes C, G, and then up to E. Okay, C, G, E. And then we have low play this together. Left, left, right, left, and then together, 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 together. Yeah, I played the wrong C there. Sorry about that. But together, together, together. So 1 and 2. It's very faint, very soft. I try to pick up every note that's being played in the recording, but sometimes they're really soft. But I think I got all these. 1 and 2. Okay, here's the next measure. We go to an F chord. We were in a C chord there. Adding the B flat at the end made it a C7. Now we're on A, C, F. Left hand's on a low F. Play it together. The left hand has a C. Okay, and then we're going to go right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, which is what I'm telling you here is to have a 3 there and a kind of a placeholder in the right hand, placeholder on the left. We're going to play the chord we played. So play this chord again and then the C 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Right, left, right, left, right, left. That's what I'm telling you there. So A, C, F, and then the C 3 times. 1, 2, 3. To start with, we play it with the F, F on the left hand, and then a C, and then 1, 2, 3. So this whole measure here sounds like this. 1, 1, 2, 3. I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3. So we have a 3 there. Okay, now let's start right here and put the 2 measures together. And go. Alright, so now we're here. It's going to go. So the piano has just kind of a free sound to it. So G, C, E, and then G, B, E, and then we're going to go E, C, A. So ba, 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 ba. Left hand has a low C up to a G, then the same G, and down to a D, and then up to this C. Now to put our hands together, you're going to have together here. And then left hand comes in, right hand comes in, left hand comes in, together, together. Okay, so it's going to be together, left, right, left, together, C, and then together. And it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 is the rhythm. So, let's do these last 3 measures and we'll get to the second board in lesson 2. 1.